everybody. I'm out for a hike today. I'm about a half an hour east of Seattle in Issaquah, and I'm going to be hiking on the West Tiger Mountain area. I'm going up to Poo Poo Point. This hike is going to be maybe about 7 to 8 miles with about 2,000 elevation gain. It's Friday morning and it's February 16th. It's about 38 degrees. This should be a nice moderate hike. And I'm looking forward to getting up to the point because sometimes there are paragliders and hang gliders there, and it's a beautiful sunny day, and so hopefully we'll see some up there this morning. Here's a map of where we're going to be today. Right now I'm starting at the parking lot on the top left. I'm going to go a little bit and get on this adventure trail, cross the power lines, and then get on the Poo Poo Point Trail and head up to the point. So there's pretty good parking here at the East Sunset Trailhead for maybe 20 cars or so. There are quite a few trails in here, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on the trail junctions. Let's see. Here we go. We're heading off to the left as we get started here, parallel to the road, because we're going to go to the adventure trail that'll lead us to our main trail. Here's my first viewpoint off to the right. You can see Interstate 90, very busy east-west freeway, city of Issaquah, and Lake Sammamish. So here I've reached a three-way junction. To the left would be on the road, far left. I'm going to kind of go to the middle, which says the Wetlands Trail. So this is my first time being out hiking here in the Tiger Mountain area. I know it's really popular, and I was looking for a weekday to come out. And so here I am. I also looked up online where the name Poo Poo came from, because it's quite memorable. And what they say is that in the early days in the 1850s, when there was logging here and they were using steam whistles, that's the sound that the whistle made, poo poo. So the name stuck. There are quite a lot of trails here, so hopefully I can get Steve to come out with me maybe later in the spring. It's supposed to be good for hiking year round. It's really beautiful today with the sunlight coming through the trees. So it's going to be a great day for a hike. We're joining up with the adventure trail now. And then we only have one more junction to get to the Poo Poo Trail. So up to this point, I've come in about 1.5 miles, and we're just starting to trend down a little bit. Haven't heard many birds yet. It's been pretty quiet, and only seen about 6 other people. Last 2 ones here were trail running. Seems like even though it's a popular area, there's plenty of space to spread out. We're going left on the high school trail for a little bit. Bit of swampy water over here. These bushes look like salmon berries, and they're the first ones to bloom with a bright magenta bloom. We're coming up to where the power lines are. We're gonna go left for just a little to pick up the trail. The sun's a little bright, but here's the sign, and we're heading off now to the final section of the trail. We're making our way now up a long, steady climb. It's a little bit of traffic in the distance, but the forest itself is pretty quiet. Well, they didn't give us any switchbacks on this one. It's been a long, steady, straight up. Really pretty forest. I love the green ferns. Being able to see up the hillside. I don't see you. I'm friendly. We've come around the corner a little bit and getting a little bit of a breeze. It's very refreshing. We're still on track. This is the last intersection, and it's now 0.6 to get to the top. I think it's going to be breezy. So I looked online to see how Tiger Mountain got its name. There's obviously no tigers here, but one of the nearby mountains is called Cougar Mountain, and they actually do have cougars there. We also have Squawk Mountain and Rattlesnake Mountain, and yeah, so there's no rattlesnakes in Western Washington. We just have some nice, colorful names. I'll look online to see if I can find the original native people's names. I'm always a big fan of keeping the original names, so maybe if I do a little more digging, I could find them. There's just a few spots of snow here off the side of the trail. Okay, we're arriving. There is a road to drive up here, and so there's a little bit of parking. Very nice to have a pit toilet. Point is off to the right here. Well, that was nice to have a rest up at the top there. It was pretty windy. Put my warm clothes back on. Great views today. I could see Mount Baker to the north and Lake Sammamish. I could see Issaquah High School and downtown Bellevue. And I could see off to the Olympic Mountains. I'm not sure if you can see Mount Rainier some days, but it wasn't really obvious to me today. Off in that direction, it was a little cloudy still. So I measured on the way up. I had to double back and get my glove. At one point I dropped one. That added a little bit, but I think it was about 4.5 to get up to the top. And so I'll know for sure when I get down what the total mileage is, but you can go a different route that's much steeper and shorter, but opted for this one today. And yeah, now that I'm back off the ridge, it is not nearly so windy. So yeah, I'll check in a little bit later. I'm almost back to the trailhead. Lots of road traffic here. That's going to come in about probably 8.2 to 8.5 miles. Not exactly sure, but I really enjoyed the hike down. So it was around a 2,000 elevation gain and around 4 miles each way. So that comes out to about 500 elevation change per mile, which is also rated at about moderate for this hike. So yeah, hope things are going well for you. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon.